Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, the return of the No Money Spent series is here. What we have is even playing fields finally. So as a lot of you guys know, with the No Money Spent series, we were at a complete disadvantage with everything we were ever playing with. So for instance, at the beginning of this, we were coming in here in the park or 3v3 pro-am, whatever the case may be, going against 99 overalls, literally win percentages in like the 70s and stuff like that, with 60 overall players, no rebirth on any of them, and we were over here with no badges. Now, in today's video, we are playing with my boy Kitchen. He is the substitute for my boy Shots. So long story short, there was one exception as far as the no money spent goes. Kitchen obviously made a build up to 75, used a rebirth on it. So just keep in mind, he is the one person on our team that actually has that. But for me and Tonic over here, Tonic is a 64 overall, I'm a 69. You can see our win percentages, I mean, it's at 69 as well. And then we're going against some people that aren't exactly the best. You will see a nice game as far as playing against people who have an actual 75 win percentage or higher on their whole squad after this one right here. But again, two different gameplays. Hope y'all enjoy. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to it on the noties, all the good stuff. And if you guys want to see more of the No Money Spent series, be sure to drop a like. Let's try to get this one at least to 500, 100%. But anyway, into the gameplays. We're gonna have post commentary for this stuff. I hope you guys are okay with that too. I think the live comm got kind of drawn out and just a little bit too dull to an extent, if you ask me. All right, so first play of the game, I'm gonna dive on this pick and roll. You're gonna see I go for this slip. The corner drops off completely though. I want to let you guys know you're gonna see this very, very often. Tonic has a super tall big man build that doesn't have very good three-pointer. He even has cold zones at this point because obviously, like I said, we've been playing No Money Spent against other people that are good enough to beat us as well, or at least make us struggle and make us shoot shots like this. And you're gonna see once again, they're gonna be double teaming the guard and sending that corner off of me and making Tonic shoot. Now, Kitchen probably should have skipped the pass over to Tonic. Kitchen is on a build that has no pass accuracy upgraded at all, no bullet pass or anything like that either. You'll see also a little bit of lags and stuff like that. It's not very often though. I just wanted you guys to know that it's the game, not my recording or anything like that. Anyway, you can see Tonic gets on ball, playing really good defense. He's gonna end up in the pick and roll D as well now, and you're gonna see he plays amazing backside D. He takes a little bit of a false step forward, but either way, we both get the block off that chase down right there. Now, unfortunately, we somehow don't score right here. Honestly, I feel like Kitchen was pretty open on that. I end up trying to go right back up with it, and then I remember, oh wait, I have very minimal standing dunk, very low close shot rating, and overall just a horrible build. So, and then this guy probably isn't used to shooting with his build either, so he airballs at the top of the key. Overall, boot camp is a very tough experience for a lot of people, and honestly, we haven't been on these builds in quite a long time, so nobody on the court is used to what they're working with by any means, and it's kind of just adapting on the fly. Right here, you're gonna see he drops off the corner once again. He's gonna leave Tonic, and we get the very early right there. Again, the timing's not exactly the same as far as our other builds or anything like that. Once again, the double crash off the rebound. I somehow don't get that. He's out in transition. Kitchen's on a build with very bad interior defense and block rating, so that's gonna be free every single time. Alright, so next possession down, we're struggling to get anything open. I'm not really working with Kitchen too well on hitting him on slips or anything like that. You're going to see Tonic just gets the ball in the corner with his literally like 60 mid-range and no badges related to doing anything to do with it. He just greens the post fade just like that, looking like he is on Pro-Am as a 99 overall 7'3". It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, you're going to see nice little rotation right there. He ends up dropping, helping Kitchen on the drive. Kitchen rotates out to the corner. Now Tonic's on ball for the ISO defense. I'm dropping down just a little bit. The bailout pass ends up hitting his hands. You're going to see he ends up diving on it. And now what I want to show you is another set of rotations. So the guy is clearly not in the play yet. I'm trying to help down, stop Kitchen from getting drove on or anything like that. So I drop down. He rotates out once again. Now, off the rotation, he ends up leaking. Once again, horrible pass though. It's just something you have to deal with all our builds. It's really annoying. Obviously, it is a bit of a tough scene on anything to do with gameplay in this boot camp mode or just in general playing with the no money spent. Right there, I go for the crash off the double team on Kitchen. He probably could have hit me or Tonic. It is what it is though. You guys get what I'm saying. Long story short with this gameplay right here, it's a lot of trying to play a little bit of a mind game and be adjusting to their adjustment to an extent, I guess I'll put. Now, Kitchen somehow rotates down out the corner. Me and Tonic both play high on the screen. Kitchen rotates down, makes him miss, and I grab the rebound. Now, once again, we're back to our ugly offense. I'm setting screens. We're trying to get Tonic the ball because obviously, like I said, they're dropping off of him. It's just a tough scene for him to shoot the ball. I predict the rotation right there to the top. Tonic misses again. I pass out to Kitchen at the top. They get a good jump contest. Misses again. I grab the rebound. Now we're going to try and set things up normal. Kitchen accidentally hits the hop jumper and ends up not getting anything off of it. And then boom, here we go. I just drag it. That's what we call it. You pretty much take it as a big man, drag it all the way into the paint, and just go for the standing dunk. You can see a beautiful thing too. I'm not going to lie. My build went crazy in that situation right there. Now we're ending up on ball defense. I'm going to pass this off to Kitchen if it's at the top of the key. And once again, you're looking at him shooting a late. Now, honestly, we probably could have executed this a little bit better. I don't think Kitchen really meant to drop at all when it came to this right here. He should probably be ready for this. I think what he was trying to do was go under right here and get across, because he might have thought that I was going to stick on to the point guard. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to kind of play sides off this, but then he ends up working it back off the top, and then boom, just like that. So overall is a bit confusing. Obviously, the guard driving with the big man popping out to the top, it does become a little bit of a tough scene. But overall, if you have someone playing at the 3 or the 2 or whatever the case may be, and they're moving up to the top of the key, and especially on a build that they're not comfortable with, they're probably not going to be too confident in terms of shooting at the top of the key right there. As you can see, shoots the late. So it is what it is. You can see I try and backdoor right here. Once again, me and Tonic just got horrible pass accuracy. I tap it back to Tonic. He's going to hit the hop back. Can't get anything off of it. Now me and Kitchen are going to be working this pick and roll. He ends up jumping on the contest. Kitchen shoots a very late. Listen, man, I understand. This stuff is ugly. This is not great gameplay. This is what it's meant to be, though. It's boot camp. It's something different. It's something that you guys don't see on the typical fly of just, you know, anything that you see as far as gameplay on 2K. I mean, all these builds are limited. I think it was really fun to an extent too, to not really deal with the super OP BS that this game may provide at sometimes, and to really think pretty hard in terms of how you want to strategize as a team. You have to be really high IQ to be winning in boot camp, if you ask me, or to be at the highest level of competition. You're gonna see right here, we're not easing off that top of the key or anything like that. I got my double glass take as well to see the future. You're gonna see I'm gonna grab the rebound. I'm gonna swag out just a little bit, one little move, and we don't exactly have the perfect spacing or anything like that. But either way, Kitchen gonna dot Tonic in the corner. It's pretty obvious that that's the pass to be made, but sometimes it's not there. Tonic's gonna go with the fade right there. Once again, I got the little guy on me. It's gonna be money every single time on that rebound, except for this one right here where it goes to the big man. Now, obviously, this is kind of the outlook on the game, right? I mean, I'm over here with 8 rebounds. Obviously, if we have tough shots or anything like that from our team, it just is what it is. I'm going to be down there for the board. Chances are I'm probably grabbing it more times than not. And overall, most shots are pretty good ones regardless of the situation. I mean, considering I'm lined up at the 2 and Tonic is at the 3, what it ends up being is I have the 2s on me and the 3s on Tonic, so Tonic ends up with the bigs on him, and that's kind of why you guys see the bigs drop off the corner so much. It's kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time as far as our lineup goes, because it's convenient because I end up with really small people on me for the rebounds, but then it's also inconvenient because it ends up with Tonic probably just shooting shots like where he should have the ball right here every single time. And if Kitchen doesn't have the trust in Tonic to make it, or if Tonic, we all know, can't exactly make every one that he takes on stuff like this, then it does become a little bit tough when they force Tonic to just straight up shoot the ball. And if we're not going to deal with that, then it is what it is. You can see this is such a slow-paced game, though. It's only 7-4 right now, and it's probably been like 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay. Promise it speeds up just a little bit right here, though. So Kitchen comes out here, hits a nasty fade, too. I mean, I thought that would be a little bit more contested, but as you can see, that was a beautiful shot. Tonic gets the steal, beautiful passing lane by him, but then he runs into a double team, gets the bump steal, and now we're out in transition. You're going to see we have some really good defense, though. Now, obviously, some people weren't prepared to shoot. It is what it is. Either way, defense leads to offense. We get the transition bucket. Once again, I get a lag spike as soon as the ball goes in. Ironically, it's off my scores most times, too. But anyway, Kitchen on ball. I'm going to be trying to blitz right here. Tonic drops. I rotate to his corner. Either way, though, he goes up with the layup. Horrible shot. Now we're in the transition. Kitchen's going to hold on to it as the big man drops down to me instead of guarding him, but then he shoots a late. Now off the miss, I end up getting this, give it back to Kitch. They're going to jump at him. He's going to just hit the little one dribble pull up on some Joe No stuff, get the white to go in, just like that, 15-4. As you guys can see, the game's pretty much over. Real quick though, before we completely cut off the gameplay, I want to show you guys what this nice little rotation right here was. So that was my guy. Once he was already past me too far, I told Tonic to pick him up. And now off of that, this is a beautiful thing that I do want to implement into Comp Pro-Am, where in some situations where maybe Tonic is the rotation guy, let's say Tonic dropped off the corner to help for this or something like that, right? And he's not able to get the block, but you have to jump in situations like this. You're already behind him and he's in the dead zone, so he has to jump. Now, because he has to jump, this guy knows once Tonic jumps out the way that he thinks he wants to go up at that. Now, I know that once he thinks that Tonic knows, and it's this, I know that he knows that Tonic knows that I know thing situation, right? Where I'm going to go up for the block as Tonic does after him, and I get a nice little second frame or second animation, I'll say, where Tonic goes for the block, then I go for the block, and it's an easy situation to just kind of make things happen. Right here, you're going to see I just go for the mash. He's already jumping. It's over. Boom, just like that. 21-8. Simple. Real quick, a look at the box score. I just do want to let you guys know I do have a lot of fun playing by this style because I feel like I'm more important to the game as a rebounder or an interior defender or just anybody in general when it comes to playing this game. As a pick and roller, as a passer, Even the outlet passes need to be executed the proper way. I just love playing like this because it adds more emphasis to my playstyle, where my teammates aren't exactly money at making their shots, my opponents aren't exactly money at making their shots either, so rebounding becomes that much more important. I think you would see like super tall bigs on 3v3 or 2v2 be a lot more important on this game if shooting wasn't so easy, but as you can see, I mean, when the whole team and their team overall goes 0 for 6 and 3 for 13, you're going to see dogging out on the rebounds actually be pretty important. So us having 2 bigs equaled really good too, because Tonic kind of splits 50-50 with his guy 6-5, and then I go literally 9-0 on the whole rest of their backcourt. Alright, so we got a hilarious game 2 right here. I probably would have showed this first, but I just do want to let you guys know it's a very short gameplay, so I figured I'd just save it for the end. But as you can see, my opponent has a higher win percentage than even me. Now, granted, again, this is me playing on this 69 overall, this said build right here, in every single game I've ever played, whether it's 1v1 court on my own, whether it's 2v2 with me and Tonic playing on literally a 64 and a 69. If you guys are new to the series and you somehow stumble upon this video instead of watching all the other ones, I highly recommend. I have a whole series of this on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check out the playlist. It's some really fun, interesting gameplay and playing completely outside the box. It's a really cool idea, but this stuff just gets really bad views. I can't explain why. It's probably because it's not really searchable content. It's not stuff people really like look for. But if you somehow stumbled upon this and you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to check out this series, see if you like more of it, and feel free to watch the whole series if you would like. But anyway, as I said and showed, you saw the win percentage of my opponent was even higher than my own. The overalls were like through the roof on their whole team. It's about as high as you could get. They're pretty much all 75. And you're going to see they move in a pretty like quote unquote comp style. We play a little bit different than they would, but either way, you're going to see they kind of live and die by their point guard. We are going to be moving the ball a little bit, I'll say, but overall, I think we win the game on our defense. That's really what it came down to. But anyway, boom, we're hitting him with the big body. Simple as that. First shot, not in though, and we're in the pick and roll defense just like that. Me and Tonic, 2 bigs, playing sides. I step up, Tonic's down. Love it. I absolutely love playing styles like this, bro. And then I'm out in transition. Unfortunately, a horrible catch, and I get fouled. A little bit of a bailout, but I love playing like this, bro. And especially with the no money spent stuff, Kitchen putting all his VC and badge counts into his like offense per se is a whole lot more manageable for us to run with. And with that, we have 2 pretty solid defenders in me and Tonic. I think just overall, we're not extremely fast, but you can see the versatility is what's so key. We can play sides on every screen, just like that. When Tonic sees me step up to my side, Tonic can drop early for the rebound, and then he's in good position for it. And with good position, especially with the no money spent stuff or in boot camp, is going to give you the rebound about 9 times out of 10, to be honest. All right, so back off the inbound, what you're going to see is it's a really beautiful thing too, because I don't think these guys wanted to keep the 2 guards up in this stuff, but because I'm at the 2 spot and Tonic's at the 3, it forces the big man to kind of stay in the corner right here, and it ends up in situations like this where people aren't prepared to be playing whatever style of defense they are. I'm sure this guy right here thought he was playing left, and the on-ball lock thought he was playing right, but he was probably trying to stick ball. But with hedge defenders being like a sort of lockdown or a 2, for instance, they end up in situations that they're really not used to, and then boom, horrible hedge D. He's flopping, he knows he gave that up, he didn't mean to, and that's a tough scene, bro. So anyway, now you're going to see I'm wanting Kitchen to go to the corner. I like what we had as far as the on-ball defense goes. For me being on-ball, Tonic playing hedge, and then we just play sides between the 2 of us. Now, you are going to see he does kind of get us pretty good. Tonic gets stuck on one side of the screen on accident, so you're going to see he ends up going to the right, and Tonic gets caught on that pick. He ends up missing the shot though. I get the rebound. We're out on the fast break. I tap it to Kitchen. He taps it to Tonic. Once again, little boy. He can't hang with us down low, bro. It's a beautiful thing with this no money spent stuff, bro, because you do need to get some buckets every now and then. Now, you're going to see they come out the big guy. They try and ISO Kitchen with him, and I'm going to stay on the point guard. Now, he can't really go anywhere on him. I'm going to be honest, he is not getting his looks, but unfortunately, I just kind of man up too hard. I follow all across, and I kind of bump Kitchen out of the way, and obviously with his lack of interior defense or just lack of ability to hang down low just in general, he can't really do anything as far as when he drives. You're going to see Kitchen tries to make this skip pass to the corner, hits the rim, it goes all the way back, and we can't get the ball. Unfortunate situation, bro. It really is tragic, but you are going to see we start to take off right here, bro. So I switch the arrows with Kitchen. In case you don't know, all you have to do is flick your right stick to the direction of the person you're trying to guard. Boom, simple as that. I'm at the 2, I'm guarding the 1, just like that. Now, again, I'm sticking the point guard. They're trying to get this secondary ball handler to do something on Kitchen. He can't do anything. Tonic's down there for the rebound with great position. I'm here for the tap pass. Easy. They send 2 at Kitchen. free 2, just like that, just off playing good defense. And again, I really do think there's a lot to be said about this stuff. And whether this translates to the real game or not is, you know, an entirely different discussion. But I really do like what can be said about rotations and stuff like this for boot camp. I gotta say, boot camp is so fun to be playing like this. You're gonna see right here where Kitchen gets stuck on this big man off of all these switches that happen. I'm gonna tell him to rotate to the corner, and now I'm in the pick and roll D just like that. Now, once again, me and Tonic are playing the sides. I mean, we're in perfect situations for all this stuff. I'm dropping with the big man. I go for the jump. I end up getting the body block on the way down. All I can say is I deal with this BS on the daily. Like, so I don't even feel bad when it happens to other people, because I feel bad when it happens to me. But anyway, 7-4, you are going to see some tragic stuff happen to them on these next few possessions. They try to dex to get open. Nothing's happening. They end up not even being able to get a shot off right here. It's right at the buzzer. He tries to get the shot clock cheese. 18% contested, and it does go in. So we all know how NA goes, or the real player percentage, and that's what obviously happens when you get the shot at the end of the shot clock. But either way, again, you're going to see they drop down trying to rotate the big man. Obviously, what this stagnant offense kind of stems from is the fact that I'm rolling to the same side as Tonic, and Tonic spotting up in the mid-range because he doesn't know if he can hit the corner 3. I do think, though, Tonic should just have trust in his corner 3s. I think it's the spacing that's required. I understand a lot of you guys, when you talk about your builds being capable of shooting mid-range, this is all you needed to be for, because you think that you can just, as a big man, spot up at the mid for good spacing. I don't agree with this stuff. I think this is horrible spacing. I think it's way too easy for one guy to play 2 off screens, and then boom, just like that, they can double the guard and have this guy play 2 people. If Kitchen makes the right pass, sure, it ends up with Tonic having the ball, but either way, it's still a shot that he has to make, and it's still a rebound that the big man can get without even having to really put his hands up on him. He could probably just stand in front of Tonic's face, and then he's close enough to the shot that he can just really just run down for the rebound after just standing in front of his face as he puts the shot up. Either way, though, we end up with another 2-on-1 situation where they double team Kitchen again, and I just go up strong with it. Boom. Now, this is where it all falls apart for them, bro. They have a 2-on-1 situation. They absolutely choke it. They absolutely choke it, and then Tonic's out on the break. Game over. Now, look at this, bro. I'm out of the play entirely. This is like a horrible IQ. So we ended with Kitchen on the corner. Tonic is playing on ball, right? He tries to take this away. Either way, the point guard gets a little bit greedy, shoots an open shot, albeit, obviously, it's a pretty solid shot. If he makes it, it's a pretty good little opportunity for him. He went for the 3 if they could have it, and he probably thought this would be a free board. But after hitting the deck, here comes the no money spent 70 overall with Silver Rebound Chaser flying in for the rebound right over his head. And this dude is not happy. None of them are happy. And as you're going to see, the dude quits out. GG, 11-4 in boot camp, just like that. Again, solid win percentage. You know, overall, they probably are pretty good players. But, you know, just in general, we're pretty used to this play style. I mean, me and Tonic, we know what's expected when it comes to how we play with this. I mean, obviously, we know Tonic isn't the greatest shooter. We know we have to manage to get our buckets in fast break, transition, or just know that they're going to double team off Tonic. I'm going to be able to get really good rebounds off the fact that I'm at the 2, and we know how to just live with this stuff and deal with it. Anyway, Kitchen out in the transition, ends up hitting the white. Boom, just like that. We're going to fast forward. They don't even score another point. Obviously, their point guard literally just quit out, so they can't really do anything. But anyway, again, 9 for 12 overall on the field goals. You can see we actually played pretty well on that one. An 11-3 board count, 2 for 14 from our opponents from the shooting percentage. I mean, everything was locked up, bro. Great games overall. And again, we're used to this stuff. Also, because me and Tonic play on these builds, we actually have Accelerator. Most people who are creating stuff like this, they just made it as a rebirth. They didn't spend the time to get their like takeover perks or anything like that, or to actually grind the build out, just in general. I will say though, me and Tonic didn't get to rebirth this build at all. These are new accounts, Lakers burner and Tonic's burner. So since we didn't have a 90 overall, we couldn't make actual rebirth builds. So we didn't get extra badge points at the beginning. We started at 60 overalls. If you guys, like I said, if you're new to this series and you want to check out the channel, feel free to. I think it's a really fun series to follow along with. But again, it just didn't do that great for views. And overall, there's been just other stuff that we're focused on in terms of 2K. Obviously, as some of you guys know, 2K isn't everybody's entire life. So it kind of just comes and goes in terms of our availability settings to be able to actually play this bootcamp stuff, or to be able to play the No Money Spent series just in general. Anyway, that's all for video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the vid, put NMS as in No Money Spent, or just put No Money Spent in the comments. Show your support's made all the way through. If you guys want to see more of the bootcamp content, I have a couple more recordings as well if you guys want to check that out. So just let me know what you want to see in terms of the content, what you want to see more from just the No Money Spent series just in general. And again, feel free to leave your feedback in the comments. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.